Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So, to sort of not celebrate, but like to kind of continue on the Dragon Quest VIII lore video I did on Dual Magus, the Servant of Darkness, we are going to go ahead and do a Quest VIII related quiz. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't really find any quizzes related to Dual Magus himself, so I figured, since Dual Magus was a boss, I figured why not do trivia quizzes that are based on bosses. I don't know what kind of quiz this is going to be. I have not played Dragon Quest VIII in a while, so I am going to be going purely based off of memory here. And I wanted to look for a relatively difficult quiz because I didn't want to do the easy ones, because even though I haven't played Dragon Quest VIII in a while, I would say that I played Dragon Quest VIII almost as much as I played Final Fantasy X, to the point where I have decent enough recollection. The average score is 8 out of 15, and it's tough, so that makes sense. I hope I don't get 8 out of 15. I hope I get more. But if I get less, then so be it. So as always, I'll leave a link to this quiz in the description below if you guys want to check it out for those who are Dragon Quest fans. And if you guys haven't checked out my lore video yet on Dual Magus, please be sure to go check that out. Let's go ahead and get started with this quiz and see how we do. How many bosses are there in Dragon Quest VIII? Okay, so that's a lot. I don't actually know how many bosses there are in Dragon Quest VIII. I don't think there'd be 30. I think 30 would be a bit too much. I'm kind of want to go with either 25 or 20. I think I'm gonna go with... okay, so Geyser, the octopus in the ocean. I'm just trying to name like many bosses I possibly can. Evil Jessica's a boss, Sir Leopold's a boss, Marcello's a boss, Rapthorn's a boss. Okay, I don't even gonna count Rapthorn, even though he is the final boss, he's still technically a boss. Oh, there's also forms. So are we counting Dual Magus and Dual Magus' second form two different bosses or one boss? Because that can actually potentially change up the lot. There's the Great Argonian Lizard. There's the white... I think it's the White King that you find under the crypts of Maela Abbey. Wait, are there maybe perhaps not that as many as I thought there were? I named Evil Sir... Oh, there's Oh, I gotta think about Sir Imperia. There's the Dark Griffin on the Dark Island. That's also a boss. I don't think... Okay, so we're getting close to 15, but I'm almost certain I am missing bosses, so I am gonna say 20. I don't think I'd be that far off for it to be 25, and I do honestly think 30 is too much. And I think they're counting the Dragovians as optional bosses, so we're not gonna count that. What is the name of the first boss in the game? This is definitely Geyser. This is the merman. I believe it's called a merman. That we take on in the waterfall cave, or at least that's the name of the species it belongs to. How many moves does the boss Geyser know? Okay, so I do know for a fact the Geyser is capable of inflicting curses. So that's at least one. It has a basic attack, so it's either 2 or 3. I think 5 is a bit too much. The question is, does Geyser know a spell? Or does Geyser have a water-based ability that can control the waterfalls? That part I'm actually not so sure. I'm gonna go with at least 2, but I'm almost certain that I'm missing 1, so I'm gonna go 3. So how come it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4? How come it goes 1, 2, 3, 5? Because that's also a little bit off-putting. If you're fighting the boss Evil Jessica, where are you? I believe this is Arcadia, because I believe you fight Evil Jessica in the same place as where David was killed, who was one of the descendants of one of the 7 sages' descendants, even though he was actually a servant to his master, who actually should have been, when it should have been the opposite. Because I believe Argonia is where you go and help Sir Charmless get the Great Argon... I believe it's an Argonian heart. Alexandria is Jessica's hometown, and I believe Rhydon's Tower is much later than Arcadia. Which of the following locations does not have a boss battle? Okay, so ocean, you have a boss battle in the ocean, and that's when you fight the octopus. I forgot the name of the octopus. I don't think it's a tentacular. Ruin Abbey, I believe, is where you fight the White Priest. I don't think Port Prospect has a boss. I don't think so. I think Port Prospect is the name of the town that you visit right before you fight the boss. So I don't think it's Port Prospect itself. Because, okay, if we're talking technicality, you do fight the boss on the ocean. And I believe the Swordsman's Labyrinth, I believe it has a boss. I just can't remember the name of the boss. How much HP does the final boss Rapthorn have? None. You must use the Godbird Scepter to defeat him. None. You must use the Banish spell to kill him. 10,000 or 5,600. I think 10,000 is too much. I think it has 5,600 HP. The reason why is because, well, you if you have to use the Godbird Scepter to, you don't really use the Godbird Scepter to defeat him. You use it to lower his Dark Shield. Which common monster is frequently called a boss because it only appears in one place? Okay. Oh, I forgot about the Dawn Mole. Yeah, the Dawn Mole is definitely a boss. I forgot about that too. I believe you fight the Dawn Mole in Argonia. A Darkodil, a Sea Dragon, a Dark Slime. I don't recognize either of these three names, nor how would I associate them. So I'm actually gonna go with the Sea Dragon. Are there any dark monster bosses? Yes. Gurmon. I believe the name of that griffin is Gurmon. What item do you receive by defeating the boss, the Servant of Darkness? I'm gonna go with the Seed of Strength, because I'm actually not 100% sure. Which of these followings is not a boss? Gaimon's a boss. Evil Sir Leopold's a boss. Is it a Dark Griffin or a Megalodon? Ooh, this one's a 50-50. I'm gonna go with the Megalodon because I don't recognize this name. I really don't. Which of the monsters that can attack up to 3 times per turn, can inflict over 300 damage, regenerate MP, and use a wave of ice? Oh, I don't actually remember enough about the Lord of the Dracovians that I may not actually... I don't know this one. This one's a pure guess. The Lord of the Dracovians, I believe that's just the Elvish form. And I don't know if that can... Okay, so my guesses are... It's one... I don't think the Darksteel Dragon is capable of... The thing is, the Wave of Ice, it's not that it's a rare ability, but it's very specific. I'm trying to think if the human form of the Lord of the Dracovians can use a Wave of Ice. I think it can. But I don't think it deals 300 damage with a regular attack though, so I don't think it's Lord of the... So I'm either going Divine or Ultimate Dragon. I might go Divine. I think Divine's my guess. But yeah, there's so many dragons about the Dragovians that I do not remember it. These are going to be all guesses. Which of the Lord of the Dragovians forms has the lowest HP? I think this is... It's either Darksteel or Emerald. That much I think I remember. I think this one I go Emerald. Right? Because I'm also trying to think about what stage you fight them at as well. Is there a reward for defeating the Ultimate Dragon? Yes, I believe there is, but I think it's the... I think you unlock... I think the reward is a power. I think you get a power by defeating the Ultimate Dragon. What is the first dragon you fight in the Dragovian Trials? I believe this one you fight the Silver Dragon first. And in the final battle against all the dragons with lowered HP, how much total HP damage do you have to deal without the enemies being healed? This one's another guess, but I'm gonna go with 30,000. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's it. Let's see how we do. I'm not actually quite sure how we did. Okay, so there are 20 bosses. That's what I thought. I managed to name 12 off the top of my head. I feel like I'm missing way too much for me to recall for it to only be missing 3. So I went with the next answer up, which was 20. Geyser was correct. Yep, I remember this. I do know that I did remember that he could inflict a curse, which I remember that. Yeah, he has a party move. And oh, okay, so you're counting a single attack and an AoE attack as 2 different moves. Okay, so that's not what I was thinking, but good thing I got that right. Arcadia. Yep, that's correct. I had enough recollection to remember that. Port Prospect. Yep, I definitely remember that. Because I'm like, yeah, you fight... Oh, Calamari. That's right, that's what it's called. Yeah, because like, remember, you fight Calamari in the ocean. So that is Swordsman, Slapper... The Trap Box, that's right. I completely forgot about the Trap Box, too. And Tortured Soul's the name of that. I think I just remember... Yeah, I just remember this as a Dragon Quest attack monster now, but I do remember us fighting it in Dragon Quest 8. I'm just not good with names, to be honest. How much HP does the final boss Rapthorn have? 5640. Yep. Yeah, I don't ever recall Banish being a spell in the game. Sea Dragon. Yep, because it only appears in one... Where do we find the Sea Dragon? Let me see. Darkodil and Dark Slime are both in the World of Darkness. Okay, that's what I figured. The world you enter, Imperial, until it forms the eye. The Sea Dragon is only located near the Seaview Church, one of the people's first locations on the Western continent, which is later needed to progress in the game. Oh, I see. Are there dark monster bosses? Nope. Oh, yeah. Yes, there are. Gimon. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so I figured I'm gonna get everything from here wrong. Yeah, I'm getting everything wrong. I know very little about the Lord of the Dracovians. That one I don't have enough recollection on, and clearly based on the percentages answered, neither do a lot of people. So honestly, this is making me want to play Dragon Quest 8 again. So I wonder if I do another do a playthrough of that. What item do you receive by defeating the boss, the Servant of Darkness? Oh, none. Wait, so who's the Servant of Darkness then? The seed of skill is dropped by Gimon, the seed of strength is by the Geyser, and the magic seed is dropped by Imperial. Wait, so who's the Servant of Darkness? I thought it was Doom. Oh, it's just because I labeled Doomeg as a Servant of Darkness doesn't mean he's actually called the Servant of Darkness. Which of the following is... Okay, so it was either Megalodon or Dark Griffin. So where do we fight Megalodon? It's fought just after the statues of the four... Oh, I see. Okay. Is Domenico's dog, who after the defeat of evil Jessica took the scepter and killed... Oh, I see. Okay. This was a 50-50. The ultimate dragon... Oh, okay. So my guess... I should have said the ultimate dragon. I actually had the ultimate dragon first because I knew it was the strongest enemy. But I didn't know, but I changed my mind last second and that costed me. Which one has the lowest HP? It was Darksteel. Oh my gosh, this was another one of those cases where the Darksteel dragon was my first guess and then I changed it last minute. Is there a reward for defeating the ultimate dragon? I thought this was a bit of a trick question, so this one I thought about putting no also. But that's what happens when you're guessing, right? Like, I don't remember enough about the Dragovian trials, honestly, to remember these. Vermilion Dragon is the first dragon when that's 5100. Oh, okay, 900 per turn. And final battle is 30,000, I guess, and it's 28. Oh, okay, so it's not as much as I thought it was. I thought it'd be a bit more than that. But anyway, so I think I scored exactly the average. So I didn't get more and I didn't get less. I'm not mad about that. But I think after getting all the questions about the Dragovian forms wrong, I think I'm going to want to play Dragon Quest 8 again. So this has kind of been an inspiration for me to want to play Dragon Quest 8 again. So that's going to do it for this quiz. Let me know how you guys did. Let me know how you guys did in the Dragovian part section, because I failed that. If there were 2 sections to this quiz, I would have nailed the first part, but then the second part I would have gotten near perfect in the first part because I think I messed up on 2 of the questions. But then when it comes to all Dragovian related questions, I absolutely got zip. So let me know how you guys did. And let me know if you guys want me to do a run through of Dragon Quest 8. It's not going to be happening on this channel, but I will let you know when and where that's going to happen if it does happen. And other than that, subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more content related to this. And other than that, this is Enzo signing out, and I'll see you all in the next video.